There's a chapter in the Quran that people often turn to in moments of hardship, of deep reflection, even at the bedside of the dying. It's famous for its powerful rhythm and its profound message, especially when you hear it in the incredible recitations of imams like Sudais and Shuraim. Today, we're diving deep into that very chapter, Surah Yasin. It is called the heart of the Quran, and this is the story it tells. So, right off the bat, the surah doesn't kick off with a story, but with this really profound declaration. It establishes its own authority and the whole purpose of its revelation from the get-go, setting a tone of absolute certainty. So you have these opening letters, Yasin, and their exact meaning is a mystery. But what comes next? Wow. It's a powerful divine oath. God swears by the Quran itself, confirming its wisdom and the truth of Prophet Muhammad's mission. And if you've ever heard this recited, particularly by a qari like Sudais, you can just feel the gravity, the certainty in every single syllable. It's really a foundation of truth that the whole rest of the chapter is built on. Okay, so after setting that powerful foundation, the surah completely switches gears. It moves into this incredible parable, a timeless story about a community that receives guidance, but, well, chooses rejection. Picture this, a town. Its name is never mentioned, which kind of makes it a universal symbol for any community, anywhere. Two messengers are sent with a divine message, but they're immediately shut down, disbelieved. So a third is sent to back them up. And their message is pretty simple. Worship the one true God. But just listen to the reaction. The people said, "You are only men like us. You are only telling lies." I mean, that's such a human response, right? The rejection isn't based on some deep theological counter-argument. It's based on familiarity, on skepticism. Hey, you're just like us. How can you possibly have a message from God? It really highlights this core human tendency to just dismiss anything that challenges our comfortable worldview. But then, just when you think all is lost, a hero emerges. From the farthest edge of the city, a single man comes running. He's not one of the elites. He's not a leader. He's just an ordinary person who has seen the truth and feels he absolutely has to act. And he just cries out this plea. In his argument, it's all pure logic and sincerity. He points out that these messengers have no ulterior motive. They aren't looking for money or status. Their only goal is guidance. You can just feel the desperate love he has for his people in his words. But tragically, the people's response is violent. For his courageous stand, for speaking the truth, the man is killed. His story doesn't end there, though. In the very next moment, the Quran tells us he is told, "Enter paradise." I mean, his transition from this worldly struggle to a divine reward, it's instant. It's absolute. Now just think about this for a second. From his brand new, honored place in paradise, his very first thought is for the people who just killed him. He says, "Oh, I wish my people knew how my Lord has forgiven me." Even after they murdered him, his only wish is for their guidance. It's just an incredible, powerful statement of selfless compassion that cuts right to the heart. All right, so from this really personal, intense human drama, the surah just pulls back. It zooms way out. It shifts our focus from the arguments of people to the silent, undeniable arguments of the cosmos, showing us the evidence of the Creator's power and wisdom that is literally all around us. Okay, so to really get this next part, there's a key word we gotta know. Ayah. In Arabic, it means a sign or a miracle. The Quran uses this word for its verses, but it also uses it for things in the natural world. It's basically asking us to read the universe like we read a book, to see the signs. And this is just such a brilliant illustration of the Quran's method. It doesn't just ask for blind faith. It points to things you can actually see and observe. It invites you to look at the dead, dry earth and watch it come back to life with rain to produce grain, to see the perfect, unwavering cycle of night being pulled away from the day, to think about the sun and the moon, each in its own precise orbit, never ever colliding, and to look at the ships, these arcs that carry us over vast oceans. Each one of these is presented as a clear sign, a testament to a designer, a sustainer, an all-powerful creator. So after painting this beautiful, serene picture of cosmic order and life-giving signs, the tone just shatters. It shifts again, this time with this jarring intensity. From the quiet signs in nature, we are suddenly thrust forward to the thunderous sound of the final trumpet blast, the day of reckoning. And the way it's described is so vivid, so immediate. It will be but one single blast, and at once they will all be brought before us. The
The surah really emphasizes just how sudden and inevitable the resurrection is. There's no room for negotiation, no chance for delay. All of humanity, from all of time, just gathered in a single instant.
And what comes next is this incredibly stark and powerful contrast. On one side, you have the people of paradise. They're in this state of pure, blissful peace, enjoying fruits on thrones, and they get the ultimate greeting, peace, straight from a merciful Lord. But on the other hand, wow, the criminals are commanded to stand apart. Their own bodies turn into witnesses against them. Their mouths are sealed, but their hands speak and their feet testify to everything they did. It's a scene of final, absolute justice that's based entirely on the choices you made in life.
All right, and here we are. The surah is now reaching its climax, its final argument. It goes right for the single greatest point of human skepticism, the one question that has echoed throughout all of history: is there really life after death? And it frames this whole thing around a really simple but incredibly powerful image. A man steps forward, holding a decayed, crumbling bone, and he asks the ultimate skeptical question: who will give life to bones when they are nothing but dust? This is it. This is the core challenge to faith itself. And the answer that comes back is just as simple, but profoundly logical. Say, he will give them life who produced them the first time. The argument is basically this: the one who created you from nothing the first time around can certainly do it again. For him, the power of creation isn't a struggle. It's just an effortless command. The Arabic is kun fayakun, be and it is. It's just a statement of absolute creative power that rings with finality. And so we've come full circle. We've journeyed from an oath by the wise Quran through a story of faith. We've looked at cosmic signs, faced the final reckoning, and we've ended with the ultimate declaration of God's power. So how does this journey confirm its status as the heart of the Quran? Well, maybe that's exactly why. Because just like a heart pumps life-giving blood to the entire body, this one chapter seems to touch upon every single essential artery of faith: prophethood, the signs of God, and the undeniable reality of the hereafter, giving life and meaning to the whole thing.